Good morning. Hi, guys. How's it going? It's been a week since I took the week off. I had a lot going on and just needed a break for a bit. So I took some time off, rested, did a lot of stuff that I needed to do. Still a lot of stuff that needs to be done, but such is life, right? So we're back at it. This morning, I'm going to do some planning and some writing because I haven't really. We had every month, I don't know if I've ever told you guys this. Good morning, Kay. Every month I meet up with one of my best friends and we talk about what we want to get accomplished that month or the quarter, and we make some goals. We've been doing it now since 2022. And honestly, it works pretty good for us. I still have that same goal of that first book, but I don't really let it get me down too much because they look completely different from where we were starting. So it's a good thing, realistically. So yesterday we went to, I don't know if any of you have ever heard of this. It's something called a head spa. So we went to a head spa yesterday and they do like basically they wash your hair and then they massage your scalp, your neck, your shoulders. Um, and then they like deep condition your hair. They rinse it out. There's like this halo thing that goes over top of you. You lay in this bed while they do it, and it does like raindrop theory, relaxation, and they massage your face, like a bunch of stuff. So we did that first thing in the morning yesterday, and then we went back to her house and did some planning for a bit, went to lunch. So I'm just going to continue writing out my thought pattern from yesterday, and then in the second sprint, I'm going to get into cleaning up and getting organized to get back to writing. Because when I say I took the week off, it wasn't from just you guys, it was from writing in general. Like I always have a notebook, so I make notes and do things, but I didn't actually like sit down to get down words last week. I didn't dictate last week, and it just was what it was. I needed to step back. Sometimes I need like space, and last week was one of those weeks that I just needed space. But tell me how you all are and what you're working on. And then I'm going to, I made a little note last night because I was like, what am I going to talk about? Oh, here's another thing too. Well, I'll bring this up a couple times in case more people are in a little later. How do you feel about going on walks with me for one sprint? I know you're here for words, but for the fall, I think I want to do like a morning walk. Not a long one, just get Teeny out. She's getting a little older. And, right, Jillian, sometimes you just need a little time off. And I had some things going on that I was like, you know what, I love doing these, so it was kind of like a double-edged sword, so to speak. But at the same time, not being on camera for a week is not a bad thing. I even went kind of digital detox in my Instagram. I was in and a bit on the weekend due to something else, but other than that, like it was really nice not to think about posting, and usually stuff comes in for me to post and I got nothing. Like it was just a much needed down week, I think. So again, I was thinking about taking you all on walks because I can go live from my cell and we could take Teeny Weeny on like a 15-20 minute walk in the morning. Just while I love fall mornings. So we might do that. I'm gonna watch when the sun comes up this week because I know it's changed. I think it's a little later. So we might end up closing the sprint with a walk. I'm not really sure. I'm making notes while we're moving forward this morning. So I'm going to get us started. And if you guys could let me know how you feel about that, that would be wonderful. And I have a pile of stuff here that I have to clean up. So I'm going to make some notes and tackle that pile of old notes that I think can go in the garbage. That's why it's sitting there. I just have to go through, review it, and if I can get rid of it, I'm going to. I could cycle for 20 minutes. Oh, you want to exercise with me? This might be a thing then. Jillian, you might just have solidified my thought process on this. The thing is I think I'd have to shut this stream down, go stream from my phone, and us leave. So I might have to shut the live stream down for like 3 minutes or so and then pop back up. So you guys would have to be patient and like sit there and wait for me, I think, because I'm not sure if I could continue on my cell. But if this is a thing that you guys don't mind, then we will do some science experiments together and see what we end up with and how we fare. Okay, let me get us going. It's Monday. I'm proud of you guys for showing up at 6, and let's get some work done. Oh, I feel rusty at this. And I have the Taylor concert on Disney Plus this morning because I was like, beginning of the week. What a better way to start a Monday? Only have about 15 seconds. Okay, great. How'd you guys do? I got my planning done. I'm just in the midst of doing my weekly list of things that I want to get done for writing this week. I did not get to that pile, so that's the next one. I'm going to make coffee first on the next one because it's a really cold day outside. And in the fall, I like coffee better than tea for some reason, for about like a month and a half. It's just my preferred. It's a weird kind of switch over. I don't know. It's like a comfort thing, I think. I'm not sure. And then I'm going to do that pile. And I was just making the list of writing tasks because my friend who's doing my beta reading right now, I haven't seen her in a bit, so I haven't been able to give her anything new. So I have to make sure that that's all together, and then we got to make some plans. So I was telling you, yesterday I went to the head spa, and then we booked another spa day in September, not at that place, but at a different place because one of her students gave her a gift certificate. I think it was one of her students. So we booked that. We're going to do that the first weekend of September. So I've got to message Angela today and let her know I won't be doing double down day, I don't think. Maybe in the evening. But not during, I'm not going to be available during the day. Let's say hi to everybody and then see who is here. Good morning, Havren. Good morning, Kay. Good morning, Jillian. Yeah, we did that one and we did the bike one. Because I was asking, there's more of you here now. I was asking if you would mind if I went on a walk during one of our sprints. I'm assuming it's going to be the last one because the sun's just kind of up now. And we're going to be going into our second sprint. So instead of putting it in the middle, I would probably end up doing the last one because the first one's dark. So if anybody has any objections, I'd have to, I think, shut down this stream, go live from my cell phone, and then take you for a walk. I think. The first couple times we would be huge science experiment mode. Okay, depending on what program you're using, you can use your phone as a guest on stream. Oh, look at Kay coming in with the answers. Maybe we'll do that. I'll be in StreamYard, and I'm pretty sure my subscription allows for guests, so I think that would work. Jillian, or we could just do it without being connected if that's difficult for you. I don't think it'll be difficult. It's just I don't want you guys to sit around while I fiddle with it. I feel like that's kind of rude. So if you guys are good with it, I'm good with it, and we'll probably start this week, most likely. My teeny care, I might have to cancel Wednesday. My dad takes care of Teeny when I'm at work. She doesn't stay by herself, and I think he's going away. So I need to double check that, and then I'll let you guys know. Good morning, Sarah. I was busy updating my planner and missed the start, but here now. I will use the rest of this sprint to plan this week. I need better balance between writing and other tasks. What are your other tasks? Like household things, wellness stuff? What kind of other tasks? Wolf, good morning from the UK gang. I know, you're all European. I think I might be the only Canadian here in the morning. Sick leave today, so today I get to spend some time on writing. That's an amazing way to spend it. Cassandra, good morning, popping in to say hi before work. Good morning, Cassandra. Planning done, basic meal plan, shopping list for tomorrow. Good for you, Sarah. Good for you. I need to change my bedding, so next sprint is going to start with me stripping the bed. Awesome. I recently made the decision to make my book first person and dual point of view. So I'm combing through my MK words. I've gotten so far to rewrite scenes and distribute them between my two main characters. Amazing. That's good for you. That's a lot of work, right? Changing point of view, it's a big thing. Then I need to send prologue and chapter 1 to your author bestie. Amazing. I've never been to a spa. Like any spa? Like you've never had a pedicure or a manicure? Anything? Oh, Jillian. Okay. Does allow for guests. StreamYard does allow for guests, so you could use the phone as a guest and do it that way. It would just depend on your connection while out and about. Yeah. We're going to see. I also don't know, like, is that allowed? I guess I should ask the group if that's okay first, like the admin group. Sarah, other tasks is everything. Vet appointment for the dog, follow up for a doctor, sensitive case. So your main like life stuff. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself. I'm gonna go make a drink and see if I can get Missy out of bed to go outside, and then I'll be right back. I'm either gonna write or I'm gonna tackle that pile of ideas over there before I write for the last one. So we are in second sprint. There'll be 3 this morning, and I'll see you back in a bit. With about 5 seconds left. And we're in break. How did you guys do? I ended up being off camera a little longer than suspected. I made another drink, and then I started doing this, like, honestly, if I tell you on camera, it's going to sound a little jellysome and gross, but it's like chia seeds and lemon and stuff. I've been a little sluggish, and I used to have an issue with anemia, and it would come here and there in life. It was never really anything I worried about. I just took a supplement. The last couple of weeks, I wasn't feeling so great, and I start to feel like I can't breathe. I just don't feel like I'm processing air. And I realized it's probably the issue. So I ordered some liquid iron, and I've been taking that the last couple of days. I've been feeling better, but I also know what that does to my stomach. So this is like chia seeds and psyllium husk and lemon and nettle tea. You brew it overnight, and then I mix it with everything. It's actually really good for nutrients. So that's that. And then I had taken out ground chicken on Friday that I hadn't used, so I just put together a quick meatloaf and put it in the oven. And that was about it. Came back, finished some journaling. Next sprint, I'm going to write. I was just writing down everybody's suggestions for the walking and like how to execute that. So I think we probably will try it out. Probably it might not happen this week, but we'll see. Just because if I were to do it, I would do it Thursday, and Thursday's garbage day, so it's probably not the best day to be fooling around with something new, because our garbage people come at like 7 a.m. on the dot. Let's see what's going on in the group. Sarah, laundry on, back to writing tasks for now. Yay, that's going to be my last sprint. I'm going to put off that pile and just get in some words. Okay, I was making appointments online and stuff for follow-ups for an MRI I'm getting today. Oh, good luck with that, Kay. I'll message you later. I'm going to write that in my planner right now and see how it went. Are you okay for your MRI? Like, will your head be out, or do you have some anxieties? I'm okay. I did have one that was like 50 minutes long, though, at one time, and my head was like all the way in. And I did have like a minute of like claustrophobia, which I don't generally have. Like, I just breathed my way through it and closed my eyes and I was fine. But like, it was like a second that I was like, oh, I generally don't feel like this. It was weird. But my last one, when I had my issues with my spine, it went by really quickly, and they were really great medical staff. So as uncomfortable as it was to be in the position I couldn't get into, it worked out well. So I hope yours goes today very smoothly and easily. I do have a friend, though, that's heavily claustrophobic. Like, you can't even watch movies with caves in them. And I've had to take her before, medicated. There's a story there, and it was hilarious. Putting my work into Google Doc for my author bestie to read. Nice. I really hate Google Docs, myself included, Sarah. I don't know what it is about that program, but frustrates me to no end. Also look into oxygen starvation syndrome. Depending on your age, it can happen to us women. Really? Huh. Yeah, I'm assuming that I am perimenopause. We did do like hormone tests, and she's like, you're kind of operating like a top here. And it was something that I was aware of, but just because my hormone levels don't seem to be affected. But I kind of wonder if it's just kind of draining now. I'm not really sure. I got to do some research on it. I've never really taken the time to look it up. Not to be TMI or anything. I am a TMI person and I'm okay with it. We all have bodies. Men live with women. It just is what it is. Okay, close to MRI, so anxious. You are claustrophobic, but so you're going to be out then. Your head will be out. So that's good. That's a good thing. Do you take anything before you go? Even if it's like melatonin or something? I think I have used Word for a long time. Yeah, me too. We're all of the same, like, roundabout age where Word was the first processing program, right? I use Apple now, but Word through school, through work, everything. So you use a lot of advanced functions, and Google Docs is really basic. It really is, but it has to be universal. So I understand the point, but I just find it frustrating that it can't do what I want to do in it. They gave me Valium, but I don't like how it makes me feel. Is your husband taking you today? Or a friend? So I just deal with the anxiety the best I can. I'm of the same school of thought. Just because I don't like being dopey, right? I just spent a year kind of like that, and it's definitely not who I am or how I like to perform. Oh, I'm just pushing you around. How's this taking you? Perfect. Wonderful. Okay. I'm going to write that down. Message K. And I will check in on you tonight. I also haven't looked up sprinting for today. I don't know who's on next. So I'm going to get us started. And then I will put in the group if anybody's coming on after me. You're in your wheelchair? Not that you needed to know that, LOL, but he comes with me on appointments like that. That's good. Well, I did know that, Kay. I just, I like to confirm because things change. Like when we became friends, I was on the floor 80% of my life, and I was lucky enough that, things change. It's still not perfect, though. Saturday was not a good day, but you get through it. I have to go back for some treatment, I think, to see if I can go a little bit further. But yeah, I didn't want to push it too hard, too fast, because I've told you guys before, I'm terrified of going back to the way I was last year. So I just take it slow. Okay, you'll get there. Thank you. Okay. Guys, let's get some words in. Have in the wheelchair as well. Hubby helps you outside the house. See, these are some good men, guys. Give them big hugs today and kisses, because it's not easy, right? Everybody just does the best they can, and love is kind of an amazing thing. Okay. Speaking of hormones, I'm going to get off while I weep. Let's get into some writing. If you can now, grab a piece of paper, get out your keyword. Let's get some words in for the last sprint of the day. I'm going to find out if anybody's on today after me, and I will. There are good men out there. There really are. And I mean, everybody makes mistakes and makes poor decisions, and stuff happens in life, but it doesn't take away from the hearts of some. Okay, good luck. Guys, I just realized we're going to be over the time, so I'm going to have to end this one early. I'm just going to change the time to 15 minutes on the timer. About 20 seconds left. Hey, we're on break. How did it get to be August 24th, guys? Like, where did this happen? I cannot believe how quickly, well, honestly I can, but how quickly like time has passed. I'm still not done one book. I really want one done by the end of December. I don't know if I'll make it if I don't do it. I really need to buckle down and get this one done. I was just finishing up a scene that I started last week, and they're in a public place, and she likes him a little too much. So we were just doing that and working on like the way light shines off people. Some people just have like a sparkly energy to them. So today, after we leave here, you can head on over to Cassandra's at 8, and then Inca's on at 6. I'll probably see you there. I'll go into Cassandra's for the first little bit, but then I gotta leave for work at 8:30. The link was in her YouTube for it, so oh, it goes to Miranda. That's my bad then. Let me check this. Maybe I'm wrong. It's Monday morning, guys. I took the week off. Let me see. Hearts, breathing. Oh, it's Miranda at 12. See, I was wrong. Thank God, Sarah, for you. Completely. I was looking at Tuesday for Cassandra at 8. Today is Miranda at 12. Completely wrong. Thank you for correcting me. Cassandra is tomorrow. Yes. Oh, you guys are so on the ball. So good. I am not. After we get out of here, I am going to go take my food out of the oven and clean up a bit, get dressed, and head out for the day. I hope you just found 2 stories you wrote in 2001. Sarah, that's amazing. Oh, well, that just kind of like leads into exactly what you're doing. That's a very happy surprise. You're usually sprinting today, but your MRI is in the middle of when I usually be sprinting. So it's first thing in the morning then. So maybe I'll message you after lunch and see how you're doing. Jillian, thanks so much, Sarah. Got plenty done. Going for my bike ride now. Good for you, Jillian. Have a great day. You're reading them basically a reader magnet and bonus epilogue. Wonderful, wonderful. It's interesting what you find, right? Like when you've been writing something for years, when you go through old work. Link to my calendar so I can see the sprints and become dependent on them to get me writing. Well, I'm glad that they're there for you. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of dependent on them lately myself. I really enjoy the events that we do and like the things that we get up to in the Hearts Breathings group. I always have, even before I started sprinting. So it's nice to be able to do the work with everybody else, right? Thank you for your sprints. Same, need these to get me going. I think we're all kind of, being human's a similar process for most of us. Thanks, Sarah, for your early morning sprints and the kickstart. I missed you guys last week. I'm glad to be back. It's nice to have a community to do things with. I couldn't have said it better, Kay. The community weekend retreats are awesome. They are. I have to pace myself, though. otherwise, like if I do way too much in the one day, my output the next day isn't so great. So I try to balance that out. Okay, thank you for joining me. It is Monday, and we've already done more work than most people at 8 o'clock on a Monday. So congratulate yourself for the words, the tasks you got done, and for getting ready for the week. And I will see you all tomorrow, 6 a.m., 8 o'clock, and I'll probably be in Inca Sprints tonight. You're a binge writer, so that suits you. I do that in the beginning. My 0 drafts are binge written. Rewriting, though, I need to like create a Zoom or something where you all can come and tell me how you do it, because it's it just stumps me. Like never ending stumps me, these rewrites. I thought I had I do have a better process now with the way that Miranda does things, but like it makes more sense in my mind, but I'm still just learning. I really, not to take away from the experience, because I love the fact that it came in the way that it did and like the inspiration was there and whatnot, but in a way I kind of wish it had have only been 1 book instead of 3, because I would be done by now for sure. But with it being 3, it was just a larger task, and nobody really has like advice to give me. Everybody that's that I talk to about it, they're like, nobody ever picks up 3 books first thing. Like first writing project ever, it doesn't happen. And I was like, well, it happened to me and I need help digging myself out, but we're getting there. Binge write 2, usually get a high word count one day and then don't write for a day or 2. Yeah, your creative well needs to be refilled. I'm the same way. If I have like a really high word count on Saturday of the retreat, then my Sunday's fairly low, but it's tending to balance out more. The more that I write, the more you have like, I guess, capacity to put out a higher number. I don't know. Again, I'm brand new at this. Sarah, you used to do 2 10K days a week. Wow. How long does it take you to do that, Sarah? Or sometimes I can write 6 hours a day for a week and then nothing for 3. That makes sense. It makes sense. Oh, work emails. Well, guys, I guess it's time to get to life. So I will see you all later. Enjoy your days. We'll see you tomorrow.